nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring. Trying to bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin game. All you wanna do is talk. I don't need talk. I heard somebody talk. I can pull.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now they try the right side here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Watson. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a handoff looking right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Lions 10, Broncos 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now they'll run it here off tackle. They find some open field here. finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A 15-yard loss brings up the 3rd down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Trucks over him, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watson off play action. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 46-yard line, 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff as they run the counter play. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 46-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Watson. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing it.